Moving on to the sixth race, this is the first division of the Oceanside Stakes, a mile on the turf course this year. It is once again split into two divisions. Pretty good field here. No More is going to be scratched here on the inside, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, it appears he's going to be scratched. He was entered for a race Friday, so No More and his connections announced he will be scratched. So that leaves a field of 10 with one firm cat he's going to end up getting in this race.
One firm cat draws in from the outside for Craig DeLossie and Edwin Maldonado. They hit good together, but they did not get my top pick here. My top pick's going to go with Frickin' Rocket and Mike Smith, who gets the mount here for Tim McAteen. I know you mentioned earlier how you really like Mike Smith's mounts today, so I'm going to presume that you do love Freaking Rocket as well, who's undefeated in his 2 lifetime starts. He's going to stretch it out here to 2 turns for the first time in his young career. He's run great Beyers, 90 and an 88. He broke his maiden 2 back by 9 3/4. When a horse usually wins by that, there's something special about him.
Unless if it's in for maiden 20.
Yes, unless it's in maiden 20.
But freaking Rocket, he has tactical speed. He's not going to go to the lead, but he's quick enough. And in these sprint races, he went a decent pace to sit off the pace here, just stalked it 4th, and then he went up to 2nd. In that last race, he was 3rd, and then went up to 2nd. He's won both times going away. This horse is a really nice horse. And after that maiden win, I said, I want to see how he runs in an allowance race, because this horse could be a really nice horse. And he won by 5.5 lengths at even money against actually No More and Strong Wind, who was a stakes winner at 2. So freaking Rocket is a very talented horse. I love this horse. I think he's a really nice horse. And he's by Rock Hard 10. Rock Hard 10s have no problem running on the grass, no problem stretching out. So I think he's going to be fine there. He's going to be able to stalk the pace here again, and I think he's going to pounce on the closers here, and I think he's going to run another huge race. Mike Smith gets back aboard. He really likes his chances here as well. I know that. He's 2 for 2. The turf should be no problem, and freaking Rocket is my pick in the first division of the Oceanside Stakes.
We both make Frickin' Rocket our top pick. As for me, and my second choice, I'm going to go towards the rail, considering No More is scratched. I'm going to go with Gervinho. Gervinho has been an interesting horse to watch. Very nice 2-year-old colt to start off his career for Carla Gaines and Rafael Bejarano. This horse broke its maiden here at Del Mar last summer by 3/4 of a length. Right after that, they put the horse in the Zuma Beach. Considering the horse is out of unusual heat, they decided to put him in a turf race at 2 turns at a mile. It ran nicely, won by half a length, and then they felt comfortable to put the horse in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. Ran a good 5th there, lost by 2 3/4 to George Vancouver. Then they gave the horse a break. It looks like there might have been some sort of physical issue there, considering that he didn't run there for about a good 6-7 months. They tested him out up at Golden Gate. Victor Espinoza made the trip up to Golden Gate to ride this horse. The horse ended up finishing 2nd, lost by a length. I think this horse is going to be coming off the layoff pretty nicely here, 2nd off the layoff. I like the workout the horse had back on July 11th at Santa Anita for 6 furlongs, 1:13.4. I really like that workout. I also like his workout before that up at Santa Anita where he ran 5 furlongs, 101-1. I think this horse is going to run a big race today, 2nd off the layoff, and be able to get another stakes win for him. Who do you like here as your second pick, man?
In my second pick, in my opinion, I think it's a 2-horse race between freaking Rocket and Undrafted. Undrafted's by Purim, and Purim was a very, very good turf horse. And Undrafted actually had some Triple Crown potential here around the dirt. He ran on the dirt, ran a few thirds. He ran on the Bluegrass Stakes at Keeneland and just had a horrific time there. Not terrific, it was horrific, and finished 13 of 14. But after a bunch of stakes races, they just decided to put him in an allowance race at Churchill Downs on the turf at a mile. Puts him back on the turf. He had won his maiden. He won an allowance race before that at Gulfstream in December on the turf, and that was his only previous turf start. He goes back on the turf on June 20th, and he wins by 10 lengths at 3-5. it was just a freakish performance that day. You don't see horses winning by 10 lengths on the turf. This horse, this is a turf horse. This is what he wants to run on. Purim, it makes perfect sense. Joel Rosario, that's why he came in to ride this horse. So obviously he has a very big chance here. He's going to get a perfect stalking trip. But I think Freakin' Rocket can beat him, and I'm going to try to beat Undrafted with Freakin' Rocket. But Undrafted is the horse to beat here. And I think I would be shocked if he didn't at least hit the board here because he is very good on turf, and he's a really nice turf prospect.
Yeah, Undrafted is the horse I'm afraid of here if my top 2 picks don't do anything here. Undrafted, shipping in from Churchill Downs, winning 10 lengths in an allowance race. Now, that's pretty special there to do, especially at a nice track such as Churchill Downs. He only did phase 4 that day, which is a little, interesting, but he nonetheless winning by 10 lengths in a small field of 4 is very impressive.